Okay, go ahead.
All right. Well, let's get to the topics of the day because we do have some. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's time for the part we call the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. Not necessarily in that order. The good news, the bad news, and all the other stuff. But dun-dun-dun. All right, how about this, you guys? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but all the talk has been about the debt and the debt limit. You know, a lot of people don't even understand, but the U.S., and I'm raising these issues because, you know, this is a conspiracy moment. In fact,
this is his fun ride.
If you tune in on Wednesdays are usually what we call Conspiracy Wednesday, where I go crazy with the conspiracies. We get conspiracies from all over the internet.
And he loves it.
And we discuss whether or not we believe these conspiracies, even though some of my friends believe every conspiracy. I tell them you can't go with every conspiracy. Every single one. They never say no to a conspiracy. Okay, other ones are dubious of every conspiracy. But here we go with this debt limit agreement. And I'm the one been saying all along, well, when the U.S. owes money, supposedly for over $14 trillion, I always go, who do we owe it to? And if knowing the U.S. like I do, if we owe somebody $14 trillion, why haven't we invaded them yet? Because we're not one to let it stay out there. 14 trillion. And you ain't got no bombs?
You're wrong.
I already told him. Are we the ones to say, you know what, we just passed the rule. The debt is gone. How's that?
You're wrong, man.
That's why I said I'm wondering, but that's the whole thing they're talking, because a lot of us don't understand it. Now, there are people whose checks are being affected who may not get their checks. But that's the whole thing. Now, I did a little research, you guys. I did a little research. And where's my stuff? And my research showed that there's been like over 100 debt ceiling raising things. Over 100.
What's the name of that again? The debt ceiling raising thing?
Well, it's raising the debt limit. In other words, it's saying it's how much money we can owe to whoever we owe money to.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I always say.
Gotcha.
So so there's some videos out here. Where's the one I want to show you? That talks about we've had so many debt ceiling raises. Here's one. Again, we go to Russia television briefly to find out about the debt ceiling and supposedly how it has actually been raised 102 times, they say here. Take a look.
Side of the Atlantic, President Obama has warned the U.S. is quickly running out of time to deal with its own financial troubles. Congress must raise the current $14.3 trillion debt ceiling once again, while Obama is urging the parties to ignore political differences and avert Armageddon. For more on what's awaiting the U.S., I now talk to Rodrigo Tremblay, a professor of economics at the University of Montreal. Thank you for joining us today. In your article, you rightly point out that the U.S. is actually the country with the highest debt, not Greece. Why isn't Washington then in line for a bailout? I mean, surely the IMF could step in and offer some kind of help.
Of course, the United States is not in the same position as other countries because their currency is, I lost them. I lost them.
No, I believe we're still here. Can you hear me, Mr. Tremblay?
Yes, but I don't see anything. Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, well, would you mind carrying on with the question? Why isn't Washington in line for a bailout then?
Well, because the United States is not in the same position as any other country. This is a country whose currency is used internationally, and therefore they can afford to print more dollars than the euro can or any other currency. But that debt level is very high, as you mentioned, $14.3 trillion.
Can anybody write a trillion?
The main problem in the U.S. is that there seems there's nobody in charge
Not
in
sure
Washington.
about the zeros,
Nobody
are
is captain in the ship. The President Obama, is a lame duck president, and he doesn't control the government. And the Republicans, who control most of the Congress, especially the House of Representatives, are very divided between the traditional conservatives and the tea-baggers who are really extremists and nearly...
If I may just jump in for a moment, forgive me for interrupting here, but how can the U.S. repeatedly get away with raising the debt ceiling, and why can't struggling Eurozone members just do the same?
Well, because this is a stupid system that the United States has. This has been in place since 1917. They raise the debt ceiling each year. And
For
they have
100
done it
years.
402 times, and under George W. Bush, they raised it 8 times. Most countries don't run their governments that way. When they vote a project, an expenditure, then they finance it either by raising taxes or by by borrowing, by increasing the deficit. But in the U.S., the Congress people have to vote twice. They vote on the project, and then they vote on the way to finance it, either to taxes or to borrowing, or as they prefer, some prefer today, lowering other expenditure. So it's always a mess.
All right, let's talk about the end game here. Many Republicans are unhappy with Obama's plan to reduce...
Everybody's unhappy.
If he keeps talking, he's going
both
to put
the
him in
U.S. and the
sleep.
world economy if the debt ceiling is not...
I want
raised
everybody
and the
to-
U.S. defaults.
Pay attention
Well, it
how
will raise.
Russia
I think it
television
will be raised
focuses
because
on us.
President Obama has a tradition of caving
Who
in
is this guy
to the
anyway?
demands
Oh,
of
that's
the
right.
Republicans.
He's from the
He did
University
it-
of
He did
Montreal.
it twice.
That's not UCLA.
Before, so the Republicans are expecting that he will
All
do
right.
the same. He
But
will
my
take the
point is
fall.
this. It's all bullshit, okay?
Thank you.
It's all bullshit.
Thank
The
you.
whole thing. It's a show. It's a show from the president. It's a show from. It's a dog and pony show. I did some research. Remember, I told you guys I did some research that went back and said that historically, both parties disagree on less than 10% of the budget annually. That means they agree on usually 90% plus. Then they put on a show for this other stuff.
Right.
So we'll see. Like I said, 100. The budget is now 14.3 trillion. Listen, the issue is it's a pyramid. Now, I at least hope that they extend the budget past my lifetime, because it's gonna crash. You know it's gonna crash. It's like your credit cards. What happens? They keep extending your come on now. This is not rocket science, y'all. Y'all have credit cards. You know what happens when they extend your limits. Okay? Most of us trying not to spend. You're not supposed to run out and buy some shoes, right? Because they extended your limit. Look at Alicia's going like, I've done that. I know. For us, it's electronics, but that's not the point. The point is you're not supposed to do this.
What's the difference? I don't
A
get
few days or
when they
few
got to
hours.
1 billion. How come they didn't raise the flag? See, wait a minute. Y'all all consumed with this administration, right? Okay, I got you.
I'm not. I'm saying it's on. I'm the one who says to me, it's all the same. Unfortunately, even as much as I love having the black president, as a black man,
Oh, Lord.
it's just something about seeing a black man. But he ain't doing really what I want, and there's essentially no change. However, he does. He looks well in that suit.
You know what?
I love having the brothers.
You just couldn't wait to have this moment, right?
I did. All
Okay.
right. Now, here's the other thing, you guys, and I know the ladies will appreciate this, being from those areas. There are areas of this country, you guys, that have had like 30 days.
Came from what areas?
Huh?
What
Came
area?
from what areas?
You came from the same
Midwest,
area.
you guys are from Ohio.
Oh, okay.
See what mean areas? From Africa.
I like how
You
they,
ladies from Africa.
they stepped up.
Stephanie, you can tell she's from Congo. What? What do you guys take a deeper look?
Oh my goodness, they
Sun bleached.
defended.
Okay.
They defended their spot so fast.
Now they were
man.
on my ass.
That's right.
I had to adjust. And them athletic women, I'm scared of them. I might kick my ass or something. Stephanie might hurt me already. Huh? Anyway, you guys, my point being they're burning up all your people, your families right now. These over 30 days of greater than 100 temperatures, you guys. Looking at you, not even sympathetic. At least you don't care.
Rewind.
Somebody's a chance to get a tan, damn it.
I need one.
I love it. I love it.
You guys are serious. They are burning up over
Wait, who's burning?
everybody.
Everybody
I love it.
Okay, let me name the cities. Newark, New Jersey, Atlantic City, Washington, D.C., Oklahoma City, Dallas, Fort Worth, all of them having long stretches of greater than 100-degree heat.
Yeah.
Some of them have over a
I
month.
know.
You guys don't care, huh? Have a mojito.
We used to live in the Midwest. It's pretty hot and humid there too.
Yeah.
They're burning up right now.
Burning up.
Frizzy hair.
They're burning
Yeah.
up.
We know.
It's time to move out west.
Can't wear those leather pants in that heat.
Nice solution, man. They gave you a great solution. I love it.
I'm just trying to figure out what you wear. Cotton
Time
panties.
to move.
Just the men.
You just collar the bottom. It's fine.
You just wear bikinis everywhere like we do.
I used to mow my grass in a bikini.
I used to do everything in a bikini.
There
I would
you go.
lay in my leather couches at home in bikinis and have my girlfriends come over. We sit in the air conditioning and walk outside. Everything.
That's why we need to move
Everything.
then. You got any videos of that?
She's a solutions-oriented
Damn.
person. I love that.
I don't even do that out here, but I used to do it.
See, no, that shows you Stephanie's been rocking heads and knocking men out a long time. She said, oh, yeah, Mark, I got a list of casualties.
They can't handle her.
They can't.
No,
well, you
no.
know, we hardwired. It's not a, that's why I turned on last night. I was flipping channels and they had the Hooters competition. I didn't even know they had a Hooters Miss World Hooters. I had to get on the phone. I froze in motion like,
I know.
oh, fellas, tune this.
I know.
We're hardwired.
I didn't know you. That's what you hollered at me, and I tried to figure out what
Yeah,
you was talking about.
I couldn't get it out, man. I was stuffed.
All right.
Everything got stiff.
I was stuck.
Fingers.
Hooters from all over the world.
I'm telling you guys.
Oh boy.
Hooters. All right. So now let's get to the real important news. Smurfs. Weekend battle, you guys. Smurfs and Cowboys and Aliens. I want to see that. Not
Got too much
Smurfs.
time. Too much time.
Cowboys and Aliens. I little blue people. I don't know. But anyway, so just so I know you guys cared, so whatever.
See, you know what? Is that an endorsement, or are you just passing along news? Just what is it? I mean, you're supposed to stand by.
I'm telling
You're
y'all the
supposed to-
news that I read.
You're supposed to
This is the
stand
news
behind.
that comes across my desk.
Okay, you have an opinion about?
No, except I'm going to go see Cowboys and Aliens. I mispronounced
I
it.
want to see it.
I started saying Cowboys and Lesbians. It sounded so much more interesting.
I'm sure that's already been made.
Everybody's like, Mario, I got that. Let me check my collection. Yeah, right here, Cowboys. Yeah, just like I have Ghetto Booty 8 through 17.
Yeehaw.
Gotta get. Yeah, I missed 1 through 4.
This is
Gotta
terrible.
get the Ghetto Booty.
Oh my goodness.
All right, you guys.
Oh man.
Now, so that's it. And the other topics that we're not going to do today, we'll be here to talk about tomorrow about all these restaurants starting these reduced calorie menus. I don't know. I mean, am I the only one who hates the fact
We don't like that either.
Starbucks has no normal fat muffins. Every pastry says low fat. I mean, every pastry says low fat. I was at Starbucks. I had my venti mocha with the 6 sugars in it.
Wow.
I know. I get
And
mine with the whole milk.
There you go.
everything.
See,
I don't mess around.
I
don't
wanted a
like-
coffee
What
cake.
is that going to do, really? To
I
get
know.
Come on.
skinny milk? Or
Come
something?
on.
Come on.
Skinny milk.
My
Well,
girlfriend gets like
Skinny?
skinny
Why do you have
something. I'm
skinny
like,
milk?
well, okay. Well, how about then? You may not like this. Cheesecake Factory is coming out with this whole new menu to cut calories. They're calling it Skinnylicious.
it's because people in California, that's how they eat.
There you go.
It's
That's the
true.
only reason.
Midwest, I go
Yeah.
home, my
Yeah.
mom's like, oh my gosh, girl, you need to eat something. You're starving yourself. I see your ribs. Here, they're like, you're thick.
Yeah,
Right.
we're thick here.
You gotta hang out with the brothers.
You know what? You're.
They'll go, girl.
This supposed to be quality programming.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, you just get it's the same little different diet. You know what the hell?
Okay.
All right, but we'll talk tomorrow about this whole thing, about the Skinnylicious menus, and also a story I'm going to hold off for tomorrow is this story about the best cars for drivers who hate to park. That's right. There's an Automobile magazine put together a list of cars for people who hate parallel parking.
Wow.
Okay?
I
right,
can't
so-
wait to hear this.
So
Smart
yes,
cars.
Yeah. Good
there
name.
you go.
Or
Smart cars.
lame drivers. That's
Or Best Buys.
Best, mopeds.
Let me, all right. And so also, let me tell you another step we're going to hit tomorrow. We got a report on America's ghost town, Gary, Indiana. Believe that or not, the
Wow.
home of the
That's by
Jackson
us.
5. Yeah. Gary, and they just 25 miles from Chicago
Yeah.
has turned into one of the most dangerous places in the
one of
country.
Yeah, it is the most dangerous place.
Really?
Huh.
I used to drive through there when I was living in Chicago, and I'd go back home to Ohio.
Uh-huh.
Everybody said, "Don't stop there. It's dangerous.
Well, we'll be
Not good.
talking about how that happened. You guys, the Jackson
Coronavirus.
5, Michael
Like,
Jackson.
serious, it's dangerous.
It is.
She got the serious face. You know
Man.
that.
Yes.
Man, you better watch out.
Wow.
All right. We're going to talk about this newborn epidemic of being hooked on painkillers. That's right.
Oh,
That's right. We're going to talk about it, especially in certain cities. Florida had over 600 children born addicted to painkillers, prescription.
Wow.
How were they born addicted? The parents just took them?
The mothers were,
And then they had to take them?
the babies were born and had symptoms of withdrawal.
Oh.
wow.
So we'll talk about that tomorrow. I didn't want to do that with the
That's
girls today.
interesting.
Because I figured, that's not today. We're going to go straight to the other stuff. And another thing we'll talk about tomorrow is the recent earthquake again in Japan. We're keeping up on the Japan situation,
Right.
you guys. They keep having earthquakes. I don't know if you want to call it aftershock or not. 6.4,
That's their aftershock.
right? The same
right?
area, you
Wow.
guys. All right. So everybody.
That was good news, right?
No, actually, Vic,
Right.
to tell you the truth, that was
See, that's what I'm saying. See?
the good news.
Yeah, sure.
The bad news, and the other shit. I don't believe you heard me. Listen up, the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. You heard the ladies sitting around in the heat, washing cars, bikinis. That's the other shit. Thank you.